what would you say to someone who is currently in that phase that they're having under, I would say that the lowest point I would suggest anyone is 1400, and even I would go higher than that. What's your thoughts on someone who's consuming less than that?
First and foremost, I just want to say, if anyone is out there calorie counting, like, don't feel ashamed for doing it, because the environment that we're in and the industry has led us to believe that we need to do this to get there. So don't feel ashamed for doing those things first and foremost. I think that it's a really important tool to be able to understand and use it as a stock take, right? Like, you sometimes off the top of your head, you don't know how many calories are in there. Like, majority of people wouldn't know. And I guess it doesn't really matter, but it does at the same time. Like, if you've got this picture of health and you're not really sure how to listen to your body's natural signs and signals, then calories do come into equation. If you're chasing fitness related goals or physique related goals, they do come into equation because it's those 1%. And I think they serve an important role as a stock take. So I guess I'll relate it back to personal experience with my clients. When I'm working one-on-one with someone, I will never get them to start tracking their calories for a long period of time. I'll do it for a short period of time. I'll say, all right, guys, we're going to do a stock take here for the next 3 days. I want you to just punch in your foods and give us a rough estimate of how much you're having, utilizing things in the household, like a tablespoon or, half a cup, things that we use every day to measure, and utilize that as a stock take. Obviously, there's leeway, between different foods, like a tablespoon of peanut butter. I don't know about you, but when I have a tablespoon, I have 4, like just because I load it up. So yep. when you're counting calories, it gives you perspective on how much is an actual tablespoon. I think it's really important as an educational point of view to calorie count. But for someone that is like new to this world, I would use that stock take tip first, but then I would get them to actually listen to their body's natural hunger cues. Your body is an incredible vessel that tells you things each and every day from what it needs. Your stomach will growl when you're hungry. Your mouth will get dry when you're thirsty. Your body will tell you when it's tired, I need to go to bed. It's such an incredible vessel, but we don't tap into it enough. So understanding these signs and signals and connecting the dots between different things that are happening in our life is my first point of call. If someone's tired because they stayed up till 3 a.m., it's an obvious thing for me. You stayed up till 3 a.m. That's why you're tired. But some people don't connect those dots because
I haven't had my coffee yet.
Exactly right. So getting people to come right back down to basics and take control of what they're feeling and their actions and connect the dots there, I think is the first point of call. And that's how we develop sustainability and longevity with this, because it's like, I always use this analogy, like you're building a house, right? You don't build a house from the roof first. You lay the slab, you build the frame, you put the plaster up, you put the external layers, and then you put the roof on. Like, too many people start the house from the roof. Like, let's build the foundations. Let's take time. Let's understand what it's like to live in this lifestyle. And then we can add those 1%ers like calorie counting if we're striving for a performance-related goal or a physique-related goal, if you've got like bodybuilding aspirations or whatnot. That's when calorie counting comes really, really relevant. But until then, most of us just need to take a step back, learn the fundamentals, and then we can build from there, layer upon layer upon layer. Like I said before, a lot of people are not even hitting the guidelines that we've got out there at the moment for various reasons, whether that be financial, legislative change, whatever. We're not hitting them. So the issue is not lack of education or lack of resources. The issue is people, and this may be controversial, but people are not taking control of their own health. Like, we need to understand how to take control of our own health first and foremost, because millions of people taking control of their own health suddenly tells people at the top that, all right, we need to make change because these people are showing us that we need to make change. So it starts with you. And how that happens, it's a very individualized process. Everyone's on different stages of their fitness journey, but yeah, I think self-education, education from other people, listening to podcasts, all of these things are building up a database in our head of how to take control of our own health. And it looks different for different people. And I'm not going to sit here and say I've got the magic cure, because I don't. I'm just here trying to tell people to emphasize the basics and master the basics before we start going to step 10.
Mm-hmm.